Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about and introduce a brand new technology that we're introducing at the Venkat Center, Bangalore, and that is the Piezotome. I'm Dr. Aniketh Venkataram, plastic surgeon at the Venkat Center for Skin, ENT and Plastic Surgery. So, firstly, what is a piezotome? A piezotome is a specialized machine that is used for cutting bones, and we are going to use it in the case of rhinoplasty. So basically what this machine does is it has sharp tips that are used to cut bones. Now you might be thinking, what's so great about that? There might be so many machines for cutting bones. Well, this does not work like other machines. A piezotome uses frequency. It uses ultrasonic frequency to vibrate the tip of the machine, and that is what cuts the bone. However, what is interesting is that at this frequency, this machine can cut bone, but it cannot cut or damage soft tissue. That is what makes it so amazing, particularly in the field of rhinoplasty. Now, let's talk a little bit about what it's used for in rhinoplasty. In rhinoplasty, when we are operating on the nose is made up of bone in the top part and cartilage in the lower two-thirds. For bony issues, we often need to cut and shape bones. If there's a hump, we have to rasp it and take the bone down to make it straight. If the bones are very wide, we make cuts to bring the bones together. If the bone is deviated to one side, we have to make the cuts to bring the bone to the center. So this is where the bone cutting comes into play in a rhinoplasty. It's a very, very important part of rhinoplasty. Without this, a rhinoplasty is never complete, and you can never completely address all issues to make the nose look as good as possible. Now, before a piezotome came along, what was being done to address these bones? For that, we were using manual instruments such as a mallet and an osteotome. An osteotome is a very sharp chisel, and we literally use this by hammering it where we want to break the bone where we want. And these instruments are very good. I've used them for many, many years, and they work very well. But they have some disadvantages. Firstly, they are not completely precise. You cannot do as fine work as you do with the piezotome. Secondly, they cause more trauma. So there is more bleeding and more bruising compared to a piezotome. And thirdly, it's a little bit blind. You cannot see exactly what you're doing, unlike a piezotome. So that's the reason, those are the advantages that a piezotome can offer. Now let us look a little bit at how the piezotome operates. So like I said, it's a machine that has a tip. There are various different tips for various purposes. The one that I have right now is a tip that is used for rasping. So it's used to smoothen out the bone. If there are small bumps, it smoothens it out. Same way, there are cutting tips that are used to cut the bone. Now, if you see here, I have just engaged it and it does not do any damage to my finger. I'm literally rubbing it while it is working on my finger and nothing is happening at all for the finger. The reason this happens is that at this frequency, it can only break bone. At this frequency, it cannot damage soft tissue. Soft tissue requires a different frequency. That is what makes this so safe. So as we can see here, the advantages are: one, you can do very, very precise work. You can remove small pieces of bone, shave down small pieces of bone. Secondly, you can do everything under visualization. You see exactly what you are doing. Thirdly, there is no damage to soft tissue. So you can be certain that you're not going to cause any injury. And because you're not damaging soft tissue, that means there's less bruising, less bleeding, and a faster and easier recovery time. These are all the advantages that a piezotome offers. So we hope that with this piezotome device, we're able to increase the level of our rhinoplasties and give even better and better results. Our aim is always to give the best to our patients. We're one of the first centers in India to offer the services of the piezotome. And if you would like to know more and if you would like a consultation, do get in touch with us. Our information will be coming in the screen shortly. Thank you. Have a great day.